Yo, how's it going? So I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram, TikTok about President Biden's recent speech Thursday night. So with that being said, we're gonna watch this highlights. But before we go into that, I want you to just go into there with an open mind, thinking about this, right? When it comes to appealing to a nation or appealing to a group of people, there are three main subjects in which they are given to us. That is one, logos. By appealing to an audience through reason and building up a logical argument. Two, ethos. It is appealing to us, stating like, hey, this person of status or authority is someone we can trust. And then there's pathos, the most used form of appeal, excuse me, which is appealing through an emotion, making you feel something, whether that's anger, happiness, sympathy, something along those lines. And as you can see right there, that's the definitions. That's exactly how I look at all information and all presentation coming from media's personnel, whatever the case may be, and I try to dissect all that information using those. Now going into this, here are the speech. Here is a piece of the speech, right? A whole bunch of highlights captured, 24 minutes of speech captured in 1 minute and 44 seconds, highlighting one aspect: Joe Biden slamming Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans, right? And you tell me, Joe Biden said that he was going to unite us, and you tell me what this speech tells you.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. There's no question.
Okay. Can we all agree that there is a level of MAGA Republicans who are considered extremists, but those who follow Donald Trump aren't all extremists? The same way how in the Democratic Party, not everyone is a liberal extremist. So we'll say that he was trying to build up some sort of ethos, showing that like, hey, he's not a good person. I am.
That the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans.
Intimidated is a pretty big word. I want to say the entire Republican Party is intimidated by Donald Trump, especially since majority of them actually consider him to be a good president and they support Donald Trump. Ron DeSantis even said if Donald Trump runs for president, he will not.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution.
That's nuts. How is that? Can someone tell me how MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution? If we're still stuck on the January 6th storming of the Capitol, in case you didn't know, go find Project Veritas and find out. I'm telling you right now, go to Project Veritas and find out how many people in that crowd were actually federal employees.
They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people.
MAGA Republicans definitely realize the will of the people. The only thing that they really want is freedom. Nothing else.
They refuse to accept the results of a free election.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of MAGA Republicans don't believe that the election is actually real. So, yes, now we're in this time and age, we do have to get over it. Whether it was rigged or not, all of that will come into light eventually. But what you can do now is focus on the present, analyze what's going on, realize that the man who is currently running our country is required to do some sort of cognitive test, because Donald Trump ran one too, and they were all accusing him of not being mentally fit. Damn, doesn't that media style propaganda fit the current narrative of today?
Democracy cannot survive when one side believes there are only two outcomes to an election. Either they win or they were cheated.
Yo, so that's absurd because in 2016, everyone in the Democratic Party refused to accept that Donald Trump won the election and stated that Hillary should have been the real president. A majority of them didn't even acknowledge Donald Trump to be the real president. So it kind of sounds to me that my man over here is a little bit butthurt.
They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence.
That's nuts because majority of the Democratic Party is the one saying you should rise against the system. And if I remember correctly, it was the majority of the Democratic Party that said defund the police, which in my being right, liberal by trade because I believe everyone has a right to be whatever the fuck they want, but I think it should be defund the police, but to a limited extent, right? It like man is required to do some tough shit. I say if you were to remove qualified immunity as well as to put those officers, police, under like the law of land warfare, things would happen a little bit differently.
That are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country.
I don't think the pursuit of justice or the rule of law is the very basis of this country. We have the Bill of Rights and our constitutional rights. I believe that's more along the lines of the soul of the country. Personal opinion, though.
And they see their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections. History tells us the blind loyalty to a single leader and a willingness to engage in political violence is fatal to democracy.
Fatal. That's a little mix, right? Majority of the Democratic Party says a whole bunch of crazy ass shit. So does the Republican Party. This whole two-party system that we're in is not the works. This shit ain't it.
Inflammatory. It's dangerous. It's against the rule of law. And we, the people, must say, this is not who we are. Courage that digs deep when we need it. They're entitled to be outraged. This is a democracy.
Yeah, it all fits. Anyways, we'll find another video and we'll go into that one. But it seems pretty divisive. He was very much attacking one group of people when the reality of it is like Antifa is still big, BLM is still big. Like you have a whole bunch of Marxist, anti-fascist individuals here who believe like those are two different extremes. You know what I mean? And like they're not considered to be domestic terrorists by any means. The feds don't classify them as one. Department of Homeland Security doesn't identify those two groups of people to be some sort of threat to our democracy. Yet don't tread on me is, baby. Fuck that. Don't tread on me. Anyways. Yo, if you guys are looking for real news and you guys are looking for all of the most up-to-date information on what's going on, real journalism, go check out Project Veritas because honestly, what is real news anymore? It's called Undercover, baby. And realistically speaking, that is as real as it gets. I hope you like the content. Yo, stay blessed. Like and follow for part 2, and I'll go over the entire speech.